Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. You know, there's a phrase that I've seen bandied about a lot in the past probably 10 years, but I've really noticed it roughly the past 3. And that's this middle income trap thing that they constantly talk about with Thailand. And basically it goes that, oh, you're a country, you're developing, you get to a certain point, and you hit this like middle income and you're doing light manufacturing and X, Y, and Z, but you just can never quite get over that threshold into the high income countries, and therefore you're forever stuck in a rut, is sort of what they say. And what I find funny is this tends to come from, now I can see it better, comes from the same financial press, constantly obsessed with GDP, my opinion, a completely false metric, doesn't really give an accurate assessment of a real economy, oftentimes used as a pretext to do all kinds of things that may not make economic sense, like printing a bunch of money, going into a bunch of debt in order to create so-called stimulus that just benefits a relatively small group of people, but ultimately the nation is worse off in the long term. Again, it's one of these euphemisms that's used then as a stalking horse, if you will, to try and generate change elsewhere, okay? So, oh, Thailand, you're in the middle income trap, therefore you need to do X, Y, Z. Now, for those who are unaware, I'm sort of involved in this, my own little private battle with the so-called stamp pimps who've taken it upon themselves to operate illegally over here in Thailand, think that they can intervene and influence matters pertaining to Thai tax law. That said, I got to thinking about them and it hit me like a ton of bricks. This is why there's a middle income trap. The middle income trap is a bogus notion, much like Malthusian population dogma, that comes primarily from the old colonialist sector that says, oh, that middle income trap, oh, darn it, how do we solve that? Da, da, da. You know how you solve it? Letting the local population's white-collar professional workforce naturally expand. But when the colonialists are running everything, they suck all those jobs off the top. They perform those functions. Well, Thailand wasn't colonized. Now, up to this point, there has been a lag in Thailand's development compared to the rest of the world, so that could always be blamed. Oh, you guys are just behind, da-da-da. And everybody from the West could go on being arrogant and think that they're so much better. Well, times march forward, Thailand's caught up. And what we're now seeing in the form of all of these foreigners, fake professionals, all these white-collar clerical people, who a ton of them are violating the restricted occupations here in Thailand, are the people who are coming in and like vultures, they're taking all of the jobs that destroy the middle income trap. That's why I'm so passionate about these professional jobs for Thais, and that's definitely why I'm passionate about fake foreign tax stamp pimps coming into Thailand and spreading erroneous information, in my opinion, illegally, highly illegally, regarding Thailand's tax system. But long story short, these problems are interlinked. And they're interlinked to our economy here in Thailand. I figured it out the other day. We in Thailand are forever going to be stuck in the middle income trap as long as our white-collar professional jobs are being stolen by foreigners. It's as easy as the nose on. Once you see it, it's like touching the nose on your face. That's why they want those jobs. That's why they've always wanted those jobs. Half the world was colonized by various people. Most of the world was. Thailand wasn't. This is just one more reason why we need to guard against those who would come in here and try to take these professional white-collar jobs, because these are exactly the kind of jobs that Thais that have now come up through the industrial working process, if you will, are, their children are now going to start filling these type of white-collar jobs. And why should foreigners be coming in here and sucking off all of that cream? I just find it wrong. It's illegal, overtly illegal, on many different levels. We've gone into that. I'll go into it further, I expect, as time goes on. But it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was laying in bed last night, actually, and I was looking, and I said, that's the middle income trap. These are the people that are stealing the access to the way out of the middle income trap for Thailand. And it's high time it stops.